Hello guys, my name is Oshiro, and today I'm going to be doing a video on Gran Turismo 5. I've not done a video on Gran Turismo 5 or a video in a long time, and you can hear that in my voice, because my voice can no longer break a wine glass. Thank you very much, puberty. Anyway, I'm going to be showing off some replays. It's annoying because if I have bedhead, that's going to be very prevalent and hard to... But yeah, all I did was put a wing in this and tuned it a bit more. That's all I really did. As another sidebar, passing the Honda, I don't know what that is actually. Passing the Honda into T1 of Fuji. This is Fuji's GT circuit. As you can see here, I'm not a big fan of it, but it is kind of fun to do with the wheel. Everything likes one more fun to do with the wheel. Past the Lancer Evo into T5 of Fuji. Passing I think a Sunfire rather. It looks like a Sunfire, I don't know. In third place, I spin up the front tires, because if you didn't know, almost all Hondas are front wheel drive, which means I am battling some serious understeer here, and I like more oversteer in my driving. Alright, into turn 4, I believe, of Fuji. I am not gonna let this Evo get the upper hand, and I'm right behind the RX-8, I think. Or RX-7. RX-7. Making a pass to him from the inside, making a successful pass into Fuji's hairpin, having massive amounts of oversteer. I'm not used to it. I mostly drive understeer rather. I mostly drive all-wheel drive cars because I found those to be the most fun, like the R35 GTR and the R34 Skyline GTR. Those are some of my favorite cars. I do because these cars are quite faster than me. So what I do is I leave them, as they say in NASCAR, I leave them out to dry, and then when they're about to pass, I block them, slamming the proverbial door on them. And it works quite effectively. As you can see, I blocked the RX-7, and thank you NASCAR for helping me block these guys, because I just barely blocked the RX-7 as the Sunfire is bearing down on us. I late brake into Fuji's T1 and completely get into the gravel, losing several positions down to 7th place, almost 6th place, being passed by T50Z, trying to block, and now in 7th place. Now I'm going into T2, I make a cheeky pass to the inside of the T50Z, nudging him out a bit. My front tire is just absolutely squeezing in that. Going into turn 3, passing the Honda as well as the Evo, being right behind the Sunfire, cutting the corner to pass the Sunfire, and right behind the RX-8 or RX-7 Evo. Going into turn 5, I am trying my damnedest to just draft off of them, and I'm now going to try and brake late and make a pass to the inside. I think I screwed up the Evo here. No, I just give him a little nudge. Give the Evo a little nudge. I trying to pass on the outside didn't work. Making a pass to the inside into Fuji's hairpin, surprisingly passing the Evo into turn 6, completely oversteering it and completely fucking it up. Losing the position to the Evo, trying to bump him out of the position, and now is where I just try and keep my position instead of passing. Except if I pass him on the inside, which is not a very good idea. I shouldn't have done that. Should have just waited until T1. But anyway, down Fuji's home stretch, try my best to not to give them the draft. If you give them the draft, they will just catch up to you and they will just blow right past you if you let them draft off of you. You need to not let them draft. I unfortunately let the RX-7 draft off of me by accident. Going for the block because it's the Evo, just barely making it, braking early into T1, still completely oversteering, spinning my front tires. As the RX-7 catches up to me and gets upper hand, as my gas gives out, almost losing it to the Sunfire and I think it's an MR2, I think it says. Completely cutting the corner, being the cheekiest bastard there ever was. getting the upper hand over the Evo and Sunfire as I spin my front tires, which is not good for tire wear, but I know what to do with tire wear. Passing the RX-7 to the inside. The racing line says you should brake there, but I don't brake because I'll say F12, I guess. I don't know. No, F12 means just means F the police. Quite far ahead of the RX-7, but they will catch up. They always catch up on Fuji's home stretch. This car is not very good at straight line speed. At least against these guys. Massive oversteer into the grass. Almost getting passed by RX-7, but give him a solid no, because why not? I'm a good racer, kind of. But I'm massive oversteer again. I hate this turn. I hate Fuji's hairpin. It's so annoying. I could always oversteer it. I like 80s Fuji. 80s Fuji's, I like that better. I like the banks. I really like the just flat semicircle to finish it off. Trying to keep myself ahead of the RX-7. Evo looks like it's getting the upper hand over him. Evo is almost kind of drafting off of me, and I don't think they're gonna be close to me anytime soon. I have to brake. I have to get the draft a little bit. Brake a little bit early into T1. Oversteer massively again. Evo was bearing down on me. He's starting to bear down on me. I think I cut this corner again, which I have a bad habit of doing. Which I have a completely massively oversteer. I have a very bad habit of oversteering, especially in the Integra Type R, because, well, it's front-wheel drive. And I've used front-wheel drive cars quite a bit. I've driven one in my life, and you can really feel that oversteer. Lancer is bearing down on me along with, I believe, MR2. My gas pedal gives out for some reason again. Evo took a complete advantage of that and is starting to catch up to me, drafting off of me into, as we go into the chicane. I have to brake a little bit late. I brake a bit late so I can get the upper hand, completely screw that up. Lancer, I know where he is. I think I have complete confidence that I will not get passed by him in this next hairpin, in the chicane rather. Hairpin. I do not believe that he will pass me in this next hairpin unless I do some step like that and oversteer it. But he is still a good distance behind me. I have confidence that I will not lose to him. I really have to spin these tires to get this thing moving in the corners. It's really annoying, but each car in this game is a different feel, especially when you're using a very crappy DFP that's about the same age as you are. 14, by the way. Evo, I'm letting him out to dry. Looks like the MR2 is going to get the upper hand over him because he's drafting off of him. MR2 tries to make the pass. I block him very subtly, almost letting him go. Lancer Evo is bearing down on me. MR2 makes the pass. I block him. He goes to the dirt. Spin my tires quite a bit. I lost the gas there because I was about to hit some major oversteer. Excuse me. Block the Lancer Evo, blocking the MR2 as well, or trying to at least. But a little bit late, turning in that corner, cut through, and just really spinning these tires. My God, I always race like this. I always race like that, so I never see my tire spin, and it's always weird to see it switching in front-wheel drive car. I have ABS on 1 and traction control on 3. I'm going to start taking traction control off gradually, pretty soon, and taking the ABS off completely. And into the Fuji's GT chicane. MR2 is bearing down. I was going to lose it into things. Looks like we're going slow, not turns, because we are. If you don't know where that's from, it's from Murray Walker, the legendary F1 commentator from the mid-70s to the mid-2000s, I believe. Oh, it was mid-80s. I think it was mid-80s to early 2000s. Anyway, as in the going to the last lap and final turn of Fuji, I always hit this turn because it's so deceiving. I am kind of scared that the MR2 is going to catch up to me. Actually, I think it's the MR2. I have no idea. I have now complete confidence I'm going to win this as we go over, as we are going to soon go over the Star Finish Line, and I win the Fuji. Woo! The best lap time of 156.079. Traction control on whenever he races for the most part. But I can do that traction control. I've done it a couple of times, but I have to have a manual gearbox on a wheel and pedals. So I cannot do it with the controller. I just cannot. This is a similar setup, Okay, hopefully I can really gun it out of the corners this time. I can definitely feel the more weight in it though. I can definitely feel the weight in it for sure. Oh yeah, it feels way more balanced now. I like it. I like this a lot better. I can cam correct when it slips out. I can cam correct it. It's a lot easier to correct than the wheel because you just get that force feedback instead of the vibration. Down to chicane Nürburgring, you should always take this section flat. I have to brake it in this hill because I always go flying like that. Jesus crap!
Today ain't your day, pancakes.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm gonna pass you, bastard. I almost always screw up on one of these turns. Not this one. Yes, it is this one actually. I almost always screw up on this because I can never get it right. I hate it. I'm just gonna not have any gas. Whoa! Okay, that was way too close. I almost went in the grass there. I'm not really trying my best. If I was, I'd be having a wheel and pedals, but trying to do that at your dad's is quite annoying when you don't have a proper setup for it. I don't know why the headlights are always on in Nürburgring. It's kind of annoying. And you never want to turn when you're braking in this car, especially at high speeds like that, because your back will slide out and you will spin out. I'm saying that from experience, by the way. Into the chicane, just trying not to spin out like that. Just trying not to spin out. If you can hear it if you can hear this, that's my joystick. Trying to say hi to the LM car. They always jump on me. Into this, into the turn. Trying to say hi to the Jaguar. Proving somewhat successful. I think that's a Jaguar. I don't know. Oh, crap. In a while ago, when the Jaguar passed me. Or not. Wait, actually, what? Oh, it's a Nissan. Yeah, I don't know LM cars, guys. I never watched it. LM on race. And blocking the Jaguar at risk of almost spinning out. Trying to make. I hate doing this with the controller. I hate it to hell. Trying to brake as late as I can so I can get some ground in that Nissan. Close the gap. Hopefully close the gap in the Nissan. Get out of the grass. The grass will be busted. Alright, in 7th place. Not very happy with my current position. I only moved up like one position when racing from when I started. It's the turn. Once again, just trying to get some space and not screw up because I do not want that Jaguar passing me. I got way more power than him, but he's got a better turning. He's got way better turning, and he's an actual race car. Mine's just a production car.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
The grass. Get to the Jaguar. It's barely doing it. Ugh.
That's a lot of damage.
Actually, ahead of the fan car. I don't know how. Because that fan car is glued to the road. Excuse me, Jaguar. Thank you very much. I'm way more powerful than those guys, except for maybe the fan car. But if I race in Nürburgring, I noticed something. There's always two packs: the slow and the fast pack. The slow pack is usually consistent of low-end Le Mans cars and an old Le Mans cars, usually from the 80s and 90s, and the front pack is usually from the mid 2000s to mid to late 2000s of new Le Mans cars and GT cars. The back is full of GT cars and the front is full of Le Mans cars. It's kind of what I've noticed, and it's kind of weird. Alright, into the first carousel here. Taking the low end, which is a very bad idea. Staying in second gear. Going on to high end, hitting the wall. I shouldn't have taken the low. I should have taken the low line.
You stupid.
So I'll lose the ground this car is. I steal a car on their license, probably the Nissan. Trying my best to keep up with it and keep it in my sight. It's hard to 4GT because I'm not used to mid-engine. I'm not used to mid-engine rear-wheel drive. I like all-wheel drive front engine because it's a lot more fun and a lot more grip. The fan car is bearing down on me now. Trying my best to keep it together. About halfway through Nürburgring right now. A couple of turns away from the second carousel. Almost lost it there. Trying to stay ahead of the fan car right now. I'm not giving it my draft. Trying the best to correct my understeer rather. See the Nissan into the YouTube corner. Oh Jesus! Nearly lose it again. Into the second YouTube turn. Alright, try not to let that fan car pass me. Now, this is where I'm gonna probably get passed. If I was in a four-wheel drive, I would have taken the inside line there. 2 turns away from the fan car, almost getting the best of me. Now, a couple turns away from the carousel. Trying my understeering completely. Almost letting fan car is starting to beat down my ass. I'm gonna try and get some space. Oh Jesus, that guy is really catching up to me. He's got way more acceleration than I do. Trying not to spin out into second carousel. This is where I'm gonna hit the inside line and try not to spin out. And now down to the last chicane before the straight. Forget what this straight's called. The fan car will probably pass me on this straight, but I'm just gonna try and block him to the best of my ability and not give him my draft. But he's gonna get it anyway because his fan just glues into the track. Blocking him at every attempt I can. Also trying to draft off of the Nissan and succeeding in that. Oh, make that RDR8. Flying past him in 6th gear, all the way down, just taking this turn flat. Which is a bad idea. Cutting the turn, hoping the fan car doesn't pass me, and it passes me, losing 7th position again. Going to 7th position, I try and pass the fan car in the last 2 turns, but that fan car just completely stays glued, and I completely understeer that turn. Am I going to get past the fan car? No, I'm not going to get past the fan car, just losing out to him by just a little bit, with a lap time of 7 minutes 9 seconds. And losing to the fan car by a little less than a second with 34 seconds off the pace. 34 seconds off the pace. Wow. That is the worst lap of Nürburgring I've ever had in my life. Alright. Well, I'm going to end it off here, guys, because my memory's about to kill me, probably. Alright. This has been the Rusty Doorknob, having a blast up in the Nürburgring, Nordschleife. This Rusty Doorknob slowly corroding away.